Hey guys, welcome to the stream. We're having a couple technical difficulties on the player side of things, but we'll get things going here in a second. Oh, looks like we're having some issues. I don't think they're gonna be playing a 1v3, so we might be setting up again. Not sure what happened there. Okay, finally everybody's loaded in and we're set to go. This was game 1 of 5. Rapid Fire Esports. This is the Legends League, of course. And today we have the Cyclones in blue and the Mafia rep in the orange. As it stands, Grandior coming in with a nice demo, setting up Stepsis for a nice shot straight down the middle. And that will put the first point on the board here for the Mafia. Nice little pass off of the demo. Set up some good things. Now, Pug winning the kickoff here. It might actually just go straight in. Nope, not quite. Jax couldn't find the tap in either, as Mike will put this into the corner for potential next setup. Grandior, though, will redirect things, keep it safe for the Mafia for now. Pug pushing downfield by himself. He'll get the bump. However, Grandior was there to make that save. Now steps this. Trying to bring it downfield. Had one defender to beat. Couldn't do it. But they are in the blue territory. Right across goal. Coming. Nice setup for E-Block. Steps this. Another shot attempt. A save coming out of Pug. Now Jax down to like Mike. Over towards Pug. Couldn't get it done in time. E-Block. Now takes the shot on net. Steps this, trying to get a bump. Not going to be able to find it in time as Jax makes a nice save happen. Grandior doing well to keep things in the Cyclone side of things. Steps this. Pass off the corner wall. However, nothing to come from that yet. Another demo, this time from E-Block. Steps is unable to get involved in the play just yet. Actually gets beat as well. And now the Mafia are on the back foot as all three Cyclones are in their territory. Jax fighting down in the corner. And Steps is trying to help out E-Block. It's eventually over to Grandior, who brings it back across middle. Misstep there out of the Mafia. However, 50 will go their way. Pug will beam it off the backboard. Jax, once again off the backboard. Steps this, redirects over towards Mike. And now Pug, a nice pass into the center. Can't beat the defender, though. And Steps this will get the clear. Grandior passing down to Steps this. Put a little bit more mustard on it, but it still wasn't enough to get in the net. E-Block off the back wall. Jax is booming it downfield. It's a little wide, so safe for now. However, the Cyclones are mobbing the territory of the Mafia. See if they can change up the pace here. Get something done. They spent a lot of time in Mafia territory, but nothing to show for it yet. Jax off the side wall. He's beaten two defenders. He's got one left. But Grandior proves to be too much of a challenge. Like Mike. Good pass across, but the demo coming out will save them for now. And then Pug coming out of the midfield. He manages to beat all the goalkeepers. As the explosion clears, he'll put it in the back of the net. Steps just couldn't quite get to it. And scoreline's all even up here in game one of this best-of-5 series. Jax, nice read. He'll pass across center. Mike, I suppose, didn't see it. Now, Pug bumping the car, not the ball. But that does get the job done. Now the Cyclones are reaggressing. They're looking to take the lead for the first time this game. E-Block with other plans. We'll send the pass down to Grandior. Can't connect. Jax will pick it up instead and send it right back to him. Cross net. Like Mike will put it in. A beautiful pass coming out from Jax. And the defense of the Mafia just not there. 2-1. Can the Mafia bounce back from this? Or will the pressure continue to mount? Grandior solo play straight down the middle. He almost puts it in the top right. All by himself. Jax, nice pass off the backboard. Mike is there. The saves are coming out. It's just good enough to stop Pug from slotting it in. Would have been a nice bottom left corner if he did it. The pressure, though, continuing from the Cyclones, but out of nowhere, Stepsis has put it in. Couple missteps and the game's all tied back up. The final closing minute of play has really proved to be exciting here at Champions Field. Will we be seeing overtime to open up this series? Pug, big kickoff. It's on target, but there's no way Stepsis will let that go in as slow as it was. Jack's keeping it near the ceiling. Looking for a potential pinch off the ground. But it wasn't to be. Shot fired out of Grandior. Easily stopped there. Another one from Stepsis. Puts it off the backboard. Now it looks like the Cyclones will be the last ones here to have possession. However, Grandior has other plans. He's trying to make it happen by himself, and it won't be this time. Overtime it will be for game 1 of the series. Grandior, big kickoff win. Jax to collect high in the corner. This is a time for no mistakes. Wall shot coming in. What a save from Stepsis. Another shot just offline. He'll send it off a Pug straight into the net. What a shot coming out of Pug there. E-block got the block onto the offensive player, and it's just going to go in. Unfortunate. But as I said, there was no time for mistakes, and all it took was one. Game 1 out the way. The Cyclones have struck out. Here they've come out hot. Mafia had the initial lead, but the Cyclones clawed their way back in and kept it going. We're all set up for game 2. And as you can see by the scoreboard, Cyclones did take game 1. E-block trying to get that goal right out the gate. He'll put it off the backboard. Not going to be able to have the opportunity for the double touch as Pug put it off the safety. Speaking of Pug, unfortunate miss up high. He's on 0 boost now. Just relying on his teammates, trusting them to get the job done. But what are teammates for if you can't trust them? Mike, unable to find the angle. And Grandior will send things the opposite direction here. Excuse me. Shot was on target. Jax with beautiful save. Managed to keep things going here for the Cyclones. They want to continue to keep up the momentum that they started in match 1. And a goal from the Mafia would do quite the opposite. Jax, sold play right down the middle. He's got one defender to beat. It steps this. Who will bang that into the corner. Now E-block. Looking for the pass towards the center. Intercepted by like Mike, who actually sends a pass over to Pug. Can't get enough power on it. But they'll put it back into the corner. Grandior. No boost in sight. Still trying to play on ball. E-block. He's the man who needs to make it happen. And he's done just that. Stepsis and E-block chasing the ball downfield. A nice pinch. It was a beautiful setup, but Grandior comes in late, and that's what he needed to find. I thought certainly the 3 Cyclones would be able to make a touch on that ball, but that's why you go after them. Grandior finding the back of the net. Starts his team off 1-0 in game 2. Stepsis making a play down the left side of the field. Trying to scoop for a pass, but wasn't able to connect. Grandior. Almost, but not quite. E-block puts it on target, and a save coming out of like Mike there. Does well to turn things around. Now we are back in Mafia territory. Grandior trying to find his way out of here. Maybe the demo's the way to do it. Seems very likely. Now it's floating right in front of net. Jax puts it off to safety for now. Grandior should be able to keep this in play. A nice pass off the side wall over to Stepsis, who couldn't find any success. Stepsis Nice flick. Won't make it past Pug, but Grandior will put it off the top there, off the back wall. And to himself, what a little pass. We can see it one more time. The angle just right to hit the curve on the ceiling and bring that down to himself. He followed it up beautifully. Not a whole lot the Cyclones could have done there without that premonition of how that play was going to go. Now Jax thought maybe there was going to be a bounce, but Grandior had a beautiful catch. And he'll bring things back across for the Mafia. Passing it off to the side, and no defenders in sight. Like Mike, we'll just drive that one straight across all the way from the midfield. He won the 50 in a decisive manner, and that will put them on the board. Now, we did see in game one, Cyclones running a little bit behind. They managed to pull through in the end. Let's see if African steps this, though. Trying to put the game away quickly. Another shot on target. A beautiful save from Jax. I don't even know how he got there in time. Pug fighting for his life right near the side post. And all of a sudden now, he's got a little bit of boost to work with, but Grandior just dominating him on the 50 play. Jax coming in to help out. Off the corner. Can't get to it in time. It's going to roll across the net. That's not what you want to see if you're either team, honestly. And a shot top left off the crossboard. Steps this. Couldn't get the touch. And like Mike has flubbed it. Oh, no. Steps this. Bringing it right back down the side field. Get all kinds of bumps and touches on that wall. Now E-Block is underneath the Cyclones. He's trying to get in, do a little dirty work. Ground pinch, maybe? No, not to be. E-Block, nice save. Steps this, looking to give him that passing outlet. The pass looked good. Not fast enough to get past Jax, though. Grandior puts it up off the top, which E-Block will take advantage of. He plays for the 50. It's not going to happen. Grandior, the only one left in net. Can he do it? No, he cannot. 32 seconds left. And this is looking like another game one all over again. Are the Cyclones going to be able to repeat what they did? Or have the Mafia learn from their mistakes? Can they close out this game? Steps this, looking to do just that. He'll put the pass there. Nobody's to receive but Jax. He's fighting now one-on-one against E-Block. I'm not sure how that miss happened. I must have missed a touch, but Grandior couldn't win the 50. He'll play that one nicely into the corner. Jax looking for the final possession here. It's up high off the backboard. Nobody in sight. Another one off the back. And Stepsis puts it off to safety of overtime. Very even kickoff, the first of its kind we've seen this series. And Stepsis almost found one of the most disgusting angles, but not quite. Nope, off the backboard. E-Block kicking himself. He could have had it there. He could have closed it out. Could have tied things up in a series. Grandior tries again. He'll put it into the corner. This time, Pug has turned things around. E-Block got just enough of a touch to stop that play in its tracks. Now, the full-on offense of the Mafia comes flying down. Stepsis got the touch. It's a slow shot. And Mike will put it to the corner. Up high. Pug manages to stop it. And we can see the break in the action as players collect their thoughts. Shot just wide. Grandior could have closed it out again. Another opportunity for the Mafia. If they lose this one, they will be living in Spain without the S. Grandior shot on target. He's done it. It only took him 3 tries, but the third time's the charm. He's found the back of the net. Pug couldn't quite get to it. And this series is tied up 1 apiece. As you can see by the scoreboard on your screen, Grandior had a nice hat trick there in game 2 to pull his team back to even. Will the domination continue from that solo player? Uh-oh. Looks like we may have lost somebody. Connection issues, perhaps. Not sure what's going on. But they've loaded back in. All right, where are we at? Steps is trying to put it to safety. But Jax found an angle to take a shot. E-block, nice touch. He gets demoed for it. But it does slow things down for the Cyclones. E-block, just barely missing, but Grandior has his back as he brings this downfield. He'll roof you, and now he has a lot of space to work with. Couldn't make it over the top of Jax. You read that beautifully. Steps this. Got the pinch he needed. Now a shot opportunity. It's a low roller. But Jax, I wonder how many saves he's had in this game, or in the series so far. Not sure where Grandior found that one. Between all 3 defenders, he placed that beautifully all the way in the back of the net. E-block, trying to find a kickoff goal. One of the more rare things in a game of threes. E-block once again. This time does get met. Steps this. Will put in a second. And as the keeper said, or the announcer said there, sensational goal. Just beats Mike to it. He slots it in that right side. Nice angle. Kickoff number 3. And the Mafia continuing their aggression in game 3. Almost got a pinch in the net. Hug did wise to save that one. Another one off the side post, off the backboard. And Stepsis is slotted in a third for the Mafia. Just the continued aggression coming out of the Mafia. They found their play style. They know how it works. You just keep firing shots at the keepers. Eventually, the defense will crack. Jax put it past middle. Pug to collect. He'll try another cross. But Stepsis did well to stop that plan from happening. Demo coming out of Grandior. Will lessen the offensive power that was available for the Cyclones. Steps this. Oh, actually miffed it. Back to Grandior. Over to Jax. Back to Grandior. He puts it off to safety. Steps this. Will win the 50. Keeps it going. Gets the demo as well. Unfortunately, no one to follow it up just yet. Grandior. Nice pass over to E-block. And all of a sudden, the most one-sided game we've had so far. And every single player on the side of the Mafia now has at least one to their name. And only a 50-point score spread between the 3 players. Jax found the opening. As they got to spend a little bit of time near the Mafia goal, which has been a rare occurrence this game. Jax, big kickoff win. However, E-block to take it straight down the middle. He's looking to get a light touch on it. Oh my gosh, it would have been crazy. The goalkeepers were there though. And Pug to bring it downfield, where he'll get met by Grandior. Didn't stop for too long. Jax found the angle, and all of a sudden 2-4. They're only down 2 with 2:08 left on the clock. The Cyclones have found perhaps the start of a nice comeback As I said, this series has been very back and forth, very even. And the Mafia just came out striking very hot this game. Would appear, though, that defense has been their weak spot. So if the Cyclones can find a way to just get back across into Mafia territory, they will have a puncher's chance of getting back in this. Jax, he's downfield, maybe over the top. No, not going to be. Grandior meets him up high. Pug brings it back to the midfield. He's using a lot of boost, trying to get across, just to be met by Stepsis. And E-Block with the demo will set up Stepsis to get blocked by Mike. Pug has to beat Grandior here in his own half. Can't do it. Like Mike will help him out. And E-Block will help out Grandior. Just a lot of back and forth in the same corner over and over. We've spent at least 20 seconds without it going anywhere. Stepsis couldn't put it on target as there was a massive car blocking his view. Now Jax, nice touch to keep it floating in the midfield. Like Mike, looking for the touch to keep it going. Oh, the fake's coming out of Pug. He'll get the boost steal. But the Mafia can live with that as long as he doesn't find that third. E-Block. Ground pinch? No. Stepsis. Second attack is good. And that should be the dagger here for game 3. As the Mafia have been outstanding in this game in particular. Not a whole lot happening in this final 30 seconds, final 20. There was an opportunity there, but even if they converted, this game is a little bit out of hand. Now we go through the motions, the final formalities, closing out the game. Cyclones just didn't want to give it up, but the Mafia have claimed that lead in the series. Dropped the first game, won the next 2. They find themselves on series point. They can just pull out this next game. Game 4 is live here at Champions Field. As Jax has the initial possession, can't make it pass. E-Block. Pug reading it off the corner. Trying to find their way over to the Mafia side. They saw what happened last game when they just left the Mafia to their own devices. Gave them a little bit too much space. And the offensive powerhouses that they are gladly took advantage. Grandior double committing with Stepsis. Wonder if that'll put them out of position here. Like Mike to finish it off. No, a nice save from Grandior did it. He'll bring this back into the midfield. He'll get the boost steal as well right under the car of one of the Cyclone players. Grandior shot just wide. Stepsis to follow him up off the crossbar, and he will claim that one. Couple bounces back and forth between the side post and Pug, but eventually it found its way home into the back of the net. Like Mike in pieces now, as he might be after the game. Stepsis could have put that one in. Pug. He'll just drive it in by himself. He played the fake so well, played it low, got in position for the 50. You can see it here. He just rolls back a little bit and sees he's going to play for that high challenge. Makes that great decision to let it roll off of the nose of his car and get in position for the low 50. A lot of people really think that 50s are exactly that, 50% chance of it happening or not, but Grandeur puts in a second. But that's not really the case. I mean, there's a little bit of luck involved, but it's all about that positioning on where your car is located in relation to the ball. And Pug showed great mastery over that goal for the Cyclones. E-block has an opportunity. Pug, nice save. Almost a reverse of what happened on the goal line there on the Mafia side, but once again, Pug plays the 50 differently there. Mike, he has an opportunity by himself, passes it actually off to Jax, and Pug to follow up. We're tied back up, just as the Cyclones are trying to do in the series. They've done in this game. Nice finish coming out of Pug, but his teammates did all the work. He did well to follow that up. Can't let that one go to waste. It was a beautiful opportunity. Chat asking for a Game 5. And I wouldn't mind watching it either. We just love watching some good Rocket League out here. Grandeur, though, he wants to finish it. In 4. A shot on target, like Mike to save. Pug has done a good job managing his boost in the goal there. Just using as much as he needs to get the height for the saves. Like Mike floats it across net. Pug to connect. And the Cyclones have found themselves 3-2 in this game 4. E-block almost managed to get to the save. You can see the agony in his car as the ball flew by him. E-block will put it up off the ceiling as the Mafia positions themselves for a strong attack here. Jax, however, has done pretty well, making it past 2 defenders. The third one stops him in his tracks. And Pug! Absolutely got to be the man of the match here for the Cyclones, as he actually has all 4 goals. As well as a nice 3 saves. This game, he has been absolutely on a tear. He wants to see Game 5. He wants this series to keep going. He doesn't want to go home yet, even though that's probably where he's playing from. Off the backboard, steps this, couldn't find the angle. Probably would have gone in if he could. Steps this to bring it back across net. Gotta be careful with that. It's like Mike showed exactly why that's so dangerous. Steps this even managed to tip it up. Almost got it past Mike. You can see here, he got the little pop. I think he wanted it a little bit higher, as Mike would gladly take that one all day, every day. Those are the kind of goals you got to take. Ball floating evenly in mid. And I believe that's where it stay for at least a little while. Jax, nice save. Pinch off the wall from Grandeur. Steps this just a little bit off from the final target of that pass. The E-block in front of net. Looked for the 50. But Jax will just take it away from him. E-block trying to keep this in the Cyclones' path, as Grandeur needs to challenge that. He's done it. Can't give your opponent too much space. They can find a way around you. Jack up the wall. He's bringing this across, dropping it off to Mike. And Steps his intercepted that package. Pug, backboard. Nobody to follow up. Grandeur tips it just past the third, or second player rather. But Jack, somehow he's found that one. We'll have to watch the replay to see how that floated on in. I thought for sure that was going to hit a little higher. Oh, Stepsis gave it just enough of a love tap. The ghost hit. 6-2. And the game has swung quite the opposite direction as game 3.
30 seconds left on the clock.
Everything going right for the boys in blue. Demo from Like Mike. Putting off some fireworks into the air as they're celebrating what looks to be a 6-3 victory now as Grandior put another one in on the side of the Mafia. 3 was enough to get you a win in game 1 or 2. But since then, the offense of both teams has rapidly ramped upward. It's crazy how the adaptations happen like that in a series, but that's what makes best of 5 so much fun.
The game was wrong.
2 apiece as we move on to the tiebreaker, the game 5. The winner takes it all. And this is what we live for. This is what we want to see. Players are loaded in. They're just waiting on me. And here we go. Game 5. The fake coming out of the Cyclones as they found the back of the net. It's worked out well for them. Pug, he'll slot it in. Man of the match there for game 4 has done it on this side as well. If it wasn't going to be him, Like Mike was there to follow him up. They started off very well. Nice kickoff tactic. Usually won't work more than once, but game 5's the time to do it. Pass across net. Can't connect. Grandior. He'll bring it to the corner and look for a pinch to set himself up. He's beat 2 defenders, Like Mike, though, with the patience. Grandior refueling in mid. Trying to get back involved in this play. Steps this. Didn't have enough to get to it. And Pug to bang it downfield. High pop. Everyone's up. Grandior can't quite find the ball. The read looked good. Didn't expect his opponent to be there, though. Pug just narrowly missing the ball. Will return to Grandior in the corner. Now farther downfield, he'll catch. Bang that all the way deep into Cyclone territory. Shot on target, but a nice easy save. And Cyclone's looking for the double touch. He's not high enough. Like Mike couldn't follow it up either. Jax just narrowly missing that. Jax with a long pass. Caught by Grandior of the Mafia. E-block up high. He'll put it on target, and all 3 of the Cyclones sitting in net. We'll put a stop to that. Stepsis just flopping around a little bit in the corner. However, another opportunity coming out for the Mafia. They're only down 1. Still anybody's game. Jack's trying to put an end to that one, as he would have put his team up by 2. It's a lot safer, as many of you know, than a 1-point lead. That's some quick maths for you. Pug can't find it, but Jax will. He'll put it past. And Cyclone's trying to follow this up. Unfortunately, though, Pug gets demoed, and they'll retreat to defense. Now Steps this time bringing it cross field, not as close to the goal, not quite as dangerous. And Pug almost managed to get there. Grandior did well to stop that one in his tracks, and he's working on the counter track. Played for the 50. but it just put it off to the side. E-block keeping it in contention here for the Mafia. Like Mike to put it downfield, a good pass. Nice 1-2 action. Grandeur needs to put that one off to safety, as I assumed Jax was going to be there a little bit faster. You know what they say about assuming. Grandeur, he'll put it in off the help of his opponent there. Who was it? Looks like it was Jax, just facing the wrong direction. No, actually it was Like Mike who helped him out. He was trying to flip in. Instead, he put it in. And we're all tied up, just like the series. Just like everything else that's happened in this so far. We're looking very, very even out here on the pitch. Grandeur, he stayed with it, but wasn't fast enough to slot it in. Now Jax pinches it across. It's a little too quick for any teammate to help out. Grandeur, he's beaten one. He pops it up high. Jax read it nicely. And the demos are starting to come out. Maybe that's how we'll see it in a blaze of glory. Grandeur with no boost, so he's kind of grounded for now, for the time being. Steps this. Nice save, as that might have gone top left corner. Pug puts it back across goal, like Mike almost. Jax wins that 50 very strongly. Pug just behind the play. Unfortunate. Grandeur, he thinks he's found an opening. Off the back wall, he'll get the demo too, and that will do it. E-block. He found that space that was created from Grandeur as he took the third defender out after he made the pass. What a play coming out of the Cyclones. The Mafia. Game 5, and they're down by 1. The Cyclones need to make something happen soon. We want to see overtime. Demo from Stepsis. Final 20 seconds. We are in Mafia territory. Jax, he's making a nice pass happen. Now Pug to keep it in play. Mike can't quite get to it. 10 seconds left. Jax, he's found it. Where did he come from? Stepsis is still wondering. He's analyzing the replay. He can't figure it out. Grandeur looked like he might have been trying to find that boost in the corner. Found just out of position. And 7 seconds left to play before we head into overtime. Stepsis trying to change that. Grandeur puts it up off the backboard. It's still an opportunity. Demo! E-block Demo's done it! They let it float for just a little bit too long. Mike, you got to go up for that. I don't know how much boost you had, but that single jump wasn't getting it done. The Mafia will close it out. 3-2 E-block Demo with one of the biggest goals of the series. A very back and forth affair here on Champions Field. And that's what this league is all about. GG's. Let's see if any of the players want to come on for an interview, as that's been tradition lately. What a series that was. I've been so lucky this season, man. Almost every game I've got, or every series I've gone to cast, has gone to game 5. I was hoping for the OT, but what a way to put it. Out of mind, out of thought, out of the realm of possibilities. What a play from E Block, man. Trying to see if I can get a hold of any of them. I don't know if they want to do the interview or not. I don't know what the plan is.
Hello?
Hey, what's up, man? How you
What's up?
doing?
Doing good.
You feeling good after that win?
Yeah, it was pretty nervous.
It's a very close game, close series, back and forth. Um, I fully expected that to go into overtime, and then
Yeah, I'm so glad it didn't because I was not ready to play overtime in that match.
yeah. So, what'd you say to E Block after he put that one in at the end?
I was like, thank you for not letting it go to OT and being there and being able to make the shot. So yeah,
Speaking of making shots, man, game three, I believe, was pretty much all you. I think you put up three in a row or every goal for your team, right?
yeah, I think so.
Yeah. So what happened? You just feeling yourself, or was the timing just there for you?
Uh, I think some of it was a bit of the assists from my teammates. I think they assisted them. I don't even know, remember, but I was just there.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes that's just how it rolls out. Um, so how was it? This was the first series I've watched from you where you guys didn't get game one. What was it like playing on the back foot?
Uh, Kind of nervous, but I knew how some of them played, and I knew that they had one main guy or like two main guys, and then all I had to do was just like try and demo them and try to get them out of there. I saw Jax was like trying to play a bit more passive, and I think like game 4 or game on the last game, I think he was playing in the goalie, so I try to demo them. My teammates tried to.
Yeah, I noticed quite a few of you guys of your goals were set up from demos, just getting the opponents out of position. Was that something you guys focused on coming into the game, or was it an adaptation you kind of made as you played the series?
It was more like a adaptation because we saw them staying back into their net, and so I was like, just demo them, try to get at least one guy back in their net.
Yeah, well, it worked out very well for you guys. Um, would you say that's the best series you've played so far, or that you were involved in?
Um, I still think the Predators game is pretty fun to play. Maybe that's just because I knew one of the players on the other team, but
That's fair.
yeah, it was probably for that one. It's pretty good.
Well, do you have any shout outs to give?
Um, no, just my teammates again.
All
Shout out
right.
to my teammates going through.
All right. Well, you guys. Oh, of course, I gotta ask. Have you touched grass since the last time we played?
Yeah, yeah. Surprising.
Getting outside, getting a little bit of sun,
Yep.
enjoying the summer. All right. Well, I'll let you go. Thanks for coming on for the interview. You guys played
No
great,
problem.
and tell E Block he's a maniac for putting that last one in.
For sure.
All right. See you, man.
See ya.
All right, guys. We're gonna end it on that. You guys have a great rest of your day. GG's.